Hello, you guys, and thank you once again for tuning in to Celebrity and Variety Talk. I'm your host, Josie Latimer, coming to you with an update on the coronavirus. Um, I just found out that in California they have banned clubs, restaurants, and also they wineries, and they want people that's 65 years old or older to stay inside, and also for those that have sicknesses and some type of illnesses that are going on with them to stay inside. They did say that for restaurants, you can have your food delivered or maybe like pick up, but so far as dining in, that's out right now. And they did say that they're working on, say, for instance, if people can't go to work, they're not going to be evicted from their places. They're trying to put something, um, together for that. Um, Actually, I feel that they're now working very, very hard because everybody can see over here in the U.S. that this stuff is very serious. In the very beginning, people took it lightly, and now I think people are really, really coming to their senses and doing the best thing that we can do, which is to stay away from another person within a certain amount distance. I think they said 6 feet away. Um, Wash your hands very good. Keep your hands out of your face and just stay a distance and away from crowds. Um, Now, I don't know if you guys saw that, but in the airports, for all of the people that were trying to get home from other countries, they were very, very annoyed because of the fact that they had to be tested prior to coming back home. On one hand, I understand how they feel, but on the other hand, it is for safety. Now, maybe they needed more people to work to get these people, the lines moving, but they were not prepared for such a large number of people because they possibly did not have enough workers to get these people, out of the airports. So many people were frustrated and trying to get home. Um, but that was the best thing, is to be tested prior to coming home and bringing more than we already have um, in different states. One other thing I wanted to say is that they were saying that kids should stay away from the grandparents because of the fact that, say, for instance, if a kid give it to an older person, the older person may not pull out of it, to whereas a kid can be stronger and make it. Um, I heard that a Los Angeles police department tested positive for the virus, and I think that was the first police officer that did test positive. And also, there were other people that tested positive. Many of them had been out of the country. However, there was one case, someone had not been out of the country and had not been around anyone that they knew of that had it. So they don't know how that person contracted COVID-19. Possibly it could have been that they were around someone and they didn't know, just like we're out and about and around people and we may not know. So this is why we have to take precautions and keep the hands washed, keep the hands out of the face. This stuff is very real, and it's a wake up call for all mankind to come together on this so that we can stop this stuff. Like I said in my past audio, again, you guys, I'm so sorry for not showing my face because I'm not prepared to be on camera. However, I have a lot to say, and I'm just doing my thoughts on audios. And thank you for tuning in. And please click like, share, and subscribe. But back to the virus, people have to be very, very prayerful, clean, um, stay away from people, And if you don't have to go out, don't go out. I mean, that's just the bottom line because the stuff is serious. And the only way we're going to stop the spread is to do what they're telling us to stay away and try to minimize the stuff as much as possible until they find some type of medicine. I heard also that they're testing a vaccine shot that's coming out. I think it's tomorrow, and it's going to be a trial to see if it works. Of course, there probably will be many trials because I just don't think they could have found something that will work so fast. But this is very devastating, and can you imagine how people feel that have lost loved ones and how people feel that are in those countries where it is so many deaths? We're very blessed here in Texas that it's not as many as it is in Italy or China or Spain or wherever, like Europe. We're very, very, very blessed. And that's what they're trying to do is to keep people that went out of the country, keep them out away from the U.S. and not bring that stuff into the United States of America, which has been very hard to do because many people had already flown out of the country and they came back to the U.S. not knowing that they had it. And so those are the people that they're trying to get a hold of. And also, like the police officer that's worked with people, they're trying to find out who all, he has worked with and has been around. So it's very, very difficult to try and track all of these various people. However, when people find out that a certain person has it, and if they knew that they had been in the person's company, then they too should step up to the plate and call the CDC or health department and let someone know that the person that was mentioned in the news, I was around them or possibly around them, and so that they can get tested. All of that will help. This is going to be teamwork on our part as well as the CDC and all of the leaders all over the world that's trying to combat this treacherous disease that's going around right now. It's a very trying time. It's something we never seen, and hopefully something we'll never see again, and hopefully we will pull out of this. And I do have a strong belief that this stuff will all of a sudden come to a halt and everyone's lives can get back normal. As I said before, it does not discriminate. It doesn't matter what race you are, how cute you are, how prosperous you are, how positive you are, if you're a minister, if you're a priest, if you're a mother, a father, a daughter, a son, a puppy, or whatever that God made on this earth, it does not matter because at this point, only the Creator is in control to stop this, not man. No money, no billionaire, no Hollywood movie stars, no one can combat this with their money. This is bigger than money. This is about life or death, and it's much, much bigger than money. But what it's doing is letting people with money know that you are no better than anyone else. It's really strange. I was telling my girlfriend that now when I look at TV and I'm actually looking at it or hearing about the virus or something of that sort, when I look at TV, I when I see a person on TV, to me, it's like we're all as one. I'm looking at one person. I can see 100 different faces of all different nationalities, and all I see is one person. And I guess it's because this is one nation and people, all of us are going through the same thing. So we're as one. And I think this is a wake up call because this is what God wants people to see that are divided. People that are trying to divide themselves away from other people or look down on people because they're a movie star, they're in Hollywood, or they this or they that, and they are all as one with us because everybody's in the same boat right now. I mean, all the top celebrities, I don't care how top you are, even Tom Hanks, he's tweeting about his experience with him and his wife, and they're over in Australia. And I think actually they were doing a movie. So you see what I'm saying? It caught a star. It doesn't matter. So it's a wake up call for many, many, many high profile individuals to let them know that don't ever think that you're more than the next man, because God can wipe out the whole earth whenever he gets ready. He can wipe out the world, and no money in the world can stop that. So all of this racism, thinking people are better than the next man, this should be a very, very happy, happy world. And everyone, I think, should be rich. Really, I do. I think every human being should be on the same level as anybody in Hollywood. And you know why I say that? It's because in God's eyesight, we are all equal. And I think that people are going to start sharing with each other. It would be a happier world. Can you imagine if everybody was wealthy? Everybody would be full of love. Everybody would be happy. Nobody would be looking at someone else saying they got more than this and that. And it would just be a very happy world. And I think with this wake up call, just like remember 9/11 in New York, and people was used to say how cold the people are in New York, how they don't smile, they're not friendly. And after 9/11 hit, and I remember going to New York and the people had changed. They were so nice. So nice. They had changed. You know, you can be on the subway and you can be a visitor, a tourist, and you can just be saying, oh, I wonder where I got to go to do this. And then they go, oh, it's over there. People were so helpful. But this was after 9/11. It took something to shake New York up for the people with the stiff attitudes to change, you guys. So all of the celebrities will change because now they know, all of them, they know that they're no better at a time like this. And their money means zero right now. I mean, zero. Their money cannot buy them out of this, and it can't buy when it's time for you to go. So I'm just saying that because many people, even people without money, have the attitudes of trying to think they're better than someone else. No, that's not what God wants. It's not. And this is a wake up call for the whole world to come together. I mean, it is really, really something that we've never seen. And like I said, hopefully we'll never see it again. But I know it's a wake up call because so many people that never thought that they would ever see this, like celebrities, don't you know that some celebrities never been through anything in their life? They've been rich ever since they were born. And this is probably really, really shaking a lot of people up that never experienced anything, hard times, or had to pull out of anything, you know? Because when you're born into wealth, that's a very hard. Some people even jump off the bridge and kill themselves. Sometimes when you are really rich, people just can't take pressure. But this is a trying time, and it's going to bring people back down to earth where they should have been all along. Now, as I said in my other video, I was speaking to a friend of mine, and she said, well, those people that think because they have money and they're on a high cloud and they're this and people running behind them and licking their butts, those people would change right back to their old selfish ways again. When this is over, they would have forgotten about it, and they're going to be back thinking they're superior. If they're cuter, they think they're going to be superior over someone that's not as attractive. They're going to be superior if they have more money, a bigger house, a new car, a Benz. They're going to be more. She says they're going to go back to those old ways. And you know what I told her? I said they may go back to those old ways, but next time it'll be something that hit them harder. Just like, say, for instance, in New York, when the 9/11 hit, the people were really, really, really nice. Now, they may have went back to their old ways, and if they did, they have to experience this. See, and this is harder because this is something that's ongoing. It's not like something that's just boom, boom, bam, bam. So you see what I'm saying? If they did go back to those old selfish ways, they're back in something worse than they can imagine because it wasn't like a one big bam. It's like nobody knows where it's coming from. Actually, we know it came from China, but no one knows actually. This is all hearsay, he say, they say. Came from a bat, it came from a rat, it came from, nobody knows. Nobody really, really knows. Really. Everybody, this stuff is all an assumption. Nobody really knows. This is all it's science. It's deeper than what anybody could know. And that's why I know God is shaking people up because it's not something you can put your finger on. It's something for the world to come together because when he gets tired, God gets tired of people, all this racism and stuff, and people thinking they're going to live forever and dog people out and thinking that they're more because they might be lighter, whiter, taller, or whatever, prettier, bigger house, Mercedes, and you don't have one, and people will look at you, look down on people because of what they have. That has to stop. That has to stop. And like I said, a lot of times people that are celebrities in Hollywood, they won't help anybody else get there. They just keep it in the same little circle of people instead of just sharing and caring and making everyone that have the talent come on board. You have people that cast certain colors and this and that and that and this, all that racism stuff. What good is that doing anybody right now? Tell me. If they can tell me that they can continue and be like that and God won't spank, the world has to, one bad apple can spoil the bunch. I said that also before. The world has to suffer for, we have to go through what the bad people are going through. But the thing of it is the people that are not like that can sustain it better, can hang in there better because you have nothing to feel guilty about because you didn't do any wrong. You wasn't racist against anybody. You wasn't putting anybody down, holding anybody back because of their skin tone. So you have nothing to fear. Nothing. It's just for these people that have dogged people so long. And God is tired and letting them know, what can you do now? What can you do now? But get it together. And this could be the last chance for everybody to get themselves together. If they have any negativity in their heart for a next human being, then they have time right now to, because many people are working from home. They have time to meditate, think, get it right, pray. Everybody has a chance. And I know it's a wake-up call. I know it is. I just feel that it is. It's a wake-up call. And it started happening with many, many people that thought that they was on high. It started with when Bill Cosby went to jail, you guys. That was a shock for everybody. Wow, what's really going on? Bill Cosby? At his age in jail, he's rich. People was like, oh no, I can't believe it. He's a rich man. He's a rich man. That has nothing to do with God. His money, okay? Nothing, okay? Then you had Epstein, okay? His money couldn't save him, and he ended up dying or getting killed. You see what I'm saying? Then you had R. Kelly. He's in jail too. His money couldn't save him. See, all this stuff started, and then you got Weinstein. See, all this stuff was starting right then, and it was dealing with people that was thought they was on some high airplane. And my mom used to always tell me, what goes up, if you think you're flying high above the Almighty, you will come down. And what goes up will come down. And when it comes down hard and heavy. So I really think this is a wake-up call for people that have snobbed off other people or the poor people. And then you have, you have the Epstein, you had the R. Kelly, you had the Bill Cosby, and the real shocker and the hurting thing was Kobe Bryant. That was a huge wake up call for everybody. Not Kobe, he's our legend, he's our hero. I mean, I cried, everybody cried, people cried, but God said, I don't care how much money Kobe had. It was his time to go. Now, why he went so soon, I don't know. All I know is he's using people that had high status, had lots and lots and lots of money, and making an example out of them to show people that those people are no different than me, you, or anyone else. You know, and someone was telling me, they said, yeah, because when other people die that did stuff, nobody gives them credit because they didn't have as much money. You see what I'm saying? So God is just tired of all the selfishness, the one-sidedness. Like I say, in Hollywood, people don't give people a chance because of their skin tone, and you got to look a certain way, and you could have the talent, but if you don't look a way, they may not cast you. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's really something else. So that's what's really going on. It's a wake-up call for people that think that they are not as equal of the next man. That goes for me, you, or anyone else. If I thought that I wasn't as equal as the next man, it goes for me too. But I thank God. I've always known